Hello, good evening and welcome from the Toron Arena in Krakow, Poland for the opening round of the FIM Super Enduro World Championship. I'm Dave Moore and we have some great action on the way. And if you're not in the stadium, which is sold out, then you have the best ticket in town, watching us live from the comfort of your home. There is no better place than being here though, in the arena. It's the opening round of the championship. We've got Budapest to come, we've got Riesa, we've got Jerusalem and Gliwice and Nice. But right now, it's time to begin this year's campaign. So sit back and enjoy the show, and I'll speak to you again in a moment.
Jeszcze raz gorąco proszę o Słuchajcie, ale pokażcie, że jesteście gotowi do pierwszego! Dobra, to zaraz będziemy zaczynali!
Well, how about that to start an FIM Super Enduro World Championship campaign? The sellout crowd here at the Toron Arena really enjoying the laser show and the pyrotechnics. We'll be bringing out the riders to be presented to the crowd very, very shortly. The first rider that will come out is the man who is the current junior world champion. And the crowd is going to go berserk because he's Polish. Listen to the cheer. So the first rider out will be Dominik Olżawy. As I said, the junior world champion, riding a gas. And here he comes. It should be Olżawy on the 4-stroke 350. Indeed it is. Are we looking at the future world champion? He certainly dominated the junior championship last year. Next, a former European champion. It's the German rider Tim Apollo. And he's already qualified for Superpole this evening. So Tim Apollo. Next, we welcome from South Africa, back in Super Enduro on the TM300 4-stroke, Blake Goodzeit. Into the arena he comes. Fantastic to have Blake back in Super Enduro. So that's 3 riders so far. Next, a newcomer to Super Enduro. From the USA, on the Sherco, it's Cooper Abbott. And here he comes. Continuing a fine tradition of American riders in Super Enduro. So we say welcome back to our next rider as well. From Spain, riding the Raihu with the 300 2-stroke. It's Freddy Gomez. A popular favourite. Super Enduro has certainly missed Freddy Gomez in recent times. It's great to have him back. His first time on that bike as well. Next into the arena, someone I had the pleasure of commentating with last year in the final round of Riesa. It would have been better had he been riding, of course, but he broke his wrist, but he's back to fitness. Former world champion, Cody Webb. On the 300 2-stroke. We might get a good cheer as well for our next rider into the arena. The current Enduro Cross champion. He went to the States, he kicked some butts. And now he's looking to do the same across Europe as well. Johnny Walker on the Beta 300 2-stroke. Effectively a privateer. But Johnny Walker, could this be his year? Didn't start so strongly in the previous campaign, however, grew stronger and stronger as the year went on. When the bike you ride is good enough to win you a world championship, then why should you change it? And that's exactly the case for our next rider. He's on exactly the same machine as he was last year when he won the world title. It's Billy Bolt. This guy is incredible. What a pleasure it is to watch him. Starts this one as favourite again. Can anybody stop this guy this season? We're going to hear from Billy.
Okay, Billy, it's nice to have you here again in Krakow. How does it feel to be back here from 2019? What are your expectations?
It's great to be back. The fans always go wild, and obviously it's sold out tonight, so I think the atmosphere is going to be awesome. The track's pretty interesting, so I think they're definitely going to be entertained. And yeah, looking forward to getting the show going.
Okay, just one more question. Do you feel any kind of a pressure because you know you are the current world champion and it's always hard to be the people that everybody's chasing after?
Of course, there's always pressure, but I think any kind of outside pressure is never going to meet the expectation and the pressure that I put on myself. So I'm feeling good and I'm excited to get the title defense underway.
Okay, so thank you very much and good luck. Przywitajcie go jeszcze raz wielkim brajem Billy Bolt!
Yes, he says the track's interesting. It's quite soft. It's rutting up already. Well, it certainly was at the qualifying sessions, and it will rut as the night goes on. But now, one more rider to present to the crowd. And it's the greatest Super Enduro rider of all time. And he's from Poland, and his name is Tadej Blazusiak. Let's hope that's the only mistake he makes this season. I'm sure we're probably going to hear from Tadej as well. There are 15,000 Poles in this stadium, and they are all riding that four-stroke 350 with him.
No, na pewno pół roku.
Czego się spodziewasz, jak się poczułeś wjeżdżając? 15 000 ludzi, biletów nie ma od tygodnia.
Rewelacja, bardzo wszystkim dziękuję, super. Myślę, że będziecie mieć na co popatrzeć. Dzisiaj tor jest super trudny, są głębokie koleje, także będzie się działo, także ogień.
Tadej Blazusiak!
So there we have it, folks. The presentation of the top riders in this year's FIM Super Enduro World Championship. We're going to have the national anthem very soon, and then the fun and games can begin. Brilliant, absolutely brilliant. So we're going to have a little look. We heard Billy mention the track. You can see for yourselves in a moment. Dominik Olszewski has been having a look. So here we go.
Dominik Olszewski, Kraków. Double. Triple.
your finish?
The track is awesome. I already tested, so it's really flowy. Couple of the jumps, so it's gonna be good racing there. See you guys on Saturday.
So that was the junior world champion who's moved up to Prestige, Dominic Oljavi. And it's been a good start to his Prestige career because he has qualified for Superpole by Akrapovic. 7 riders enter the arena one at a time, 1 flying lap, 3 championship points for first, 2 championship points for second, and 1 championship point for third.
A po nim pierwszy wyścig, czyli Superpole Prestige.
So they need the lights in the stadium to come on so the riders can see where they're going. And once that's happened, they put the shilling in the meter, we can get going. It's Karlsson, the Swede, who'll be the first rider into the arena. But first of all, a little bit more entertainment.
To an end, and we start again. Back to the family, a guaranteed emergency, the radical MCHP, got the melody. Back to the family, a guaranteed emergency, the radical MCHP, got the melody. Back to the family, a guaranteed emergency, the radical MCHP, got the melody. Back to the family, a guaranteed emergency, the radical MCHP, got the melody. 1, 2, 3, fire!
I to był występ dziewczyn z grupy Enduro. Podziękujcie im wielkimi brawami.
We are almost ready for Superpole. Once we've completed Superpole, by the way, the first racing we'll have will be in the open class. So if you've never watched Superpole before, the riders go out. They're not in that order that you see there. It's Eddie Karlsson who will go first, bike 42. Once he crosses the line, the start line, that's when the clock will start ticking. So that is Eddie Karlsson on his way. And once Eddie Karlsson is on his flying lap, the next rider, which I think is Tim Apollo. I know it's Cody Webb opposite. Cody Webb will be second on the track. That's right, he was fifth and he got pushed back to sixth right at the end of time practice. So here we go, Eddie Karlsson about to launch himself. Here we go, start that clock, he's on his way. Through the matrix. Over the point, Cody Webb, by the way, is on his sighting lap. Whatever happens, Eddie Karlsson will be posting the fastest time because he's the first rider out there. That's nice and neat, and I would say that is the correct line, or the best line to take through the rocks. Much tougher going through the left-hand side. So here we go, across the line now. Eddie Karlsson, 39.4. Cody Webb is on the Sherco. Tim Apollo about to go out onto the track as well. So Cody Webb, get ready to start the clock for the American, the former world champion. Good reception from the crowd, so Cody Webb is on his way, 39.4 to beat. Great to see Cody Webb back in action. Broke a wrist, Riza. The final double-header race weekend of the previous Super Enduro World Championship. Couple of feet down, couple of dabs, costing him time. Oh, he stalled it. He stalled it, this has cost him. So again, takes the right line, but he's cost him 4 or 5 seconds there. So he's definitely going to be in the 40s at least. So here goes Cody Webb, and his time is 49.3. So that's 10 seconds down on Carlson. Apollo. Jarvi will be the fourth rider away, but here we go with Tim Apollo, the German. So he's on his way. Good, solid rider. Still plenty of promise from this young German rider. So far, so good. Again, nice and neat, feet on the pegs. Over the tyre, left-hand side, it's really tight on the right. In fact, they have reduced that, have they? But here he comes, Tim Apollo, over the line, and Apollo's time is 41.2, so Eddie Carlson is still holding Super Pole. Jarvi, oh, he's attacking, he's already up to speed. This is going to be very popular if he can keep this going. Super fast rider. Through the matrix. Oh, good speed around the turn, into the rocks. Oh, he's going to lose it, he's going to lose it. Oh no, he keeps it going. Power gets him out of trouble. Kept the throttle going. His feet were everywhere. And here he goes, he's going to cross the line now. Over he goes, and it's 38.8. Half a second faster than Carlson. Yes. Probably lost a half a second or so in the rocks. So Eddie Carlson makes way. Dominic Jarvi now holds Super Pole. Meanwhile, his compatriot, and no one has ridden more Super Pole laps than this man. Have a look. Hits the throttle. Blazuzyak is on his way. Such a measured, neat rider, Tadej Blazuzyak. Never looks super fast, although he is. And hopefully you're picking up at home. The crowd roaring that was so good from Blazuzyak. And I think he's going to sneak in from Jarvi. Here comes Tadej Blazuzyak over the line now. And it's a 37.7, 1 second faster. Blazuzyak is at least going to have one championship point. Well, Jarvi has to make way. We have Johnny Walker out on track at the moment. What can Johnny Walker come up with? 37.7, that is the fastest lap we've had by anyone today. So here comes Johnny Walker on his way. Oh dear, oh dear. And that's costing time already. Oh, let's just hope he's refocused, he's back in the game again and not thinking about that mistake. A little bit Larry. Oh, he's off again. Oh, it's all gone wrong. It has all gone wrong. And I think really from the moment he landed from that first jump, it's just messed with his mind. It's played on him. Here we go. Cross the line now. Johnny Walker with a 39.8. That's just slightly slower than Carlson. What a shame for Johnny Walker. So Zuziak and Aljavi definitely will have points, but here we go. Watch this man, poetry in motion. So Billy Bolt is on his way. Back racing again. And a long time out this summer through injury. Got his wrist sorted, well, as good as it can be. I don't think he's still 100%. But no one could ride an enduro bike like Billy Bolt. Here he goes. One more turn to go. Has Billy Bolt snatched silver pole from Zuziak? We're about to find out. And his time is 36.5, 1.2 seconds. Billy Bolt, 3 championship points. He begins his defence of his Super Enduro World Championship crown in the best possible way. So Billy Bolt takes super pole. So we'll go in and grab a word with Billy Bolt. So 3 points for Bolt, 2 points for Zuziak and a point for Aljavi.
Zatem już wiemy, jak będzie wyglądała kolejność startowa w pierwszej linii po wyścigu agronowy Super Bowl Prestige. Tam Tomek robi dodatki, my za moment rozpoczniemy wyścig klasy Open Grupa A będzie brała udział w rywalizacji. A jeśli chodzi o to wyścig do rywalizacji, którą rozpoczniemy za moment, czyli finał klasy Open Grupa A, tam na liście startowym oczywiście 14 zawodników z trójką.
Billy Bolt, congratulations, the best possible start to your championship defence.
Yeah, quite happy with that. I've had that triple in the back of my mind all day. I actually got it really nice in the sighting lap and messed it up a little bit in the rain, the actual run, but can't really complain. Started off on a win. I think it's going to get very interesting as this track deteriorates, so no one really knows what to expect, but it's nice to start off in front.
You're a star.
Thank you.
So that concludes Super Pole by Akrapovic, Billy Bolt, Tadej Zuziak and Dominic Aljavi. His first Prestige Super Pole, third fastest. What can we expect from him? However, we now move on to the first open class final. 14 riders. 5 minutes plus 1 lap, of course. There are other rounds later in this championship. We'll be having the European will be returning in Hungary and in Germany, but not here in Poland. So it's an open class final to start things off. Broniewski on the beta, bike 18. 6, Kazmarczyk on the gas. The riders forming up. There we go, they're not in that order, that's a numerical order. That's not how they qualified. With Broniewski on the beta. Alongside him on the front row, Grinfeld's on bike 210. Sala in the middle of the front row. So the green flag is displayed. We're about to go racing, folks. For the first time, 15-second board is raised. The first time in this year's FIM Super Enduro World Championship. They go straight in as the 5-second board goes up. They go straight into that first board, and then a sharp turn right. Away we go. And it looks like everyone has made it, bar 1, bike 20 at the back for Vera. But everyone else goes through, straight into the matrix. They're sorting themselves out, and as we heard from Billy, but and already Kazmarczyk just forcing his way past Wiczkowski. And Wiczkowski, after that great start, suddenly finds himself in trouble. Grinfeld's in the second. In third is Sala. Kazmarczyk on bike 6. Is making a break for it on this opening lap. So Oscar Kazmarczyk, the Polish rider, that was a hard landing. So this is the first time you've ever watched Super Enduro. You might be thinking, okay, Kazmarczyk is on his way towards a win. But anything can happen between now and the checkered flag, and already slowing up. And Grinfeld's on the KTM, closing in second place. And already tiredness kicking in. You can see how energy sapping this course is. So it's Kazmarczyk from Grinfeld's. Oh, and he's down. That was Broniewski who goes down. Kazmarczyk will show his name next to P1 at the end of lap 2, and Grinfeld's already in second place, breaking away a big gap back to third. So it's a 2-horse race out in front. Third has just crossed the line now, Sala, and Cargill is into fourth position now. And are we going to see a change to the lead here? Grinfeld's goes through, and Grinfeld's now leads. As I said, you think, oh, Kazmarczyk has made his way through, and already Grinfeld is coming up in slower traffic. So Grinfeld from the KTM. And goes wide here. It's tricky on the inside of that turn. But they've made a few little adjustments to it. And Grinfeld is on his way. We're coming up to the halfway point. We of course got a lap to put on to the end of that, but Grinfeld's, Andris Grinfeld from Latvia, and he's making his way. The boot flags are out to tell the slower riders that the faster guys are coming through, and at the moment that is Grinfeld, and it's a good lead, 6 seconds over Kazmarczyk. What he doesn't want now, Grinfeld, is someone getting in his way. Sometimes the line you want through the rocks is already occupied by a stationary rider. However, Varga manages to get going, and there's the man in second place, Kazmarczyk, and already in third, number 3, just about to lap 32, Jedrzejczyk. So third place there on the Rio. I keep trying to make the correct, I've been taught the correct Spanish pronunciation. Oh, he does well to get over. But on the Rio Sala still in third place, Cargill fourth, Azzolini is in fifth place, Wieczkowski sixth, Broniewski seventh, Barbera eighth, Sergiu in ninth, and Beddoes is in 10th position. Grunfeld continues to lead this race. We're looking at the man in third, Gerard Sala from Spain. You can see the man in second just ahead of him. So that's a good carrot to dangle, and he's gaining ground on him as he makes his way closer and closer about with the race leader. He's already looking to lap Broniewski. Grunfeld, he should be getting a blue flag. Broniewski on the beater. So there we go, we have completed 5 minutes. So they'll be getting a one-lap board soon. Grunfeld has extended his lap time. He's now 12 seconds ahead of Sala, who's holding second pace. Kaczmarczyk still holding third, a few seconds further back. But Andris Grunfeld from Latvia gets the one lap to go board. Waiting for Sala to cross the line. He still hasn't crossed the line, so Grunfeld with time in hand. He just needs to make his way around. Sala still hasn't crossed the line yet. So Grunfeld's the only one that's on this final lap. Oh, it's Kaczmarczyk has gone second. Sala's dropped back, Kaczmarczyk has gone through, and Sala has now gone further back, so Cargill is up into third. Meanwhile, Grunfeld's on bike 210, is on his way towards the checkered flag. Sala is now fourth. He was in second, he's lost 2 positions on that previous lap. But here comes Grunfeld. Just one more corner to go. Here we go. Our first race winner of this campaign, Andris Grunfeld of Latvia, takes the checkered flag. And he looks worn out. Absolutely worn out. This is the man in second place, Kaczmarczyk. Cargill was third, Sala is fourth, but here comes Kaczmarczyk to take the checkered flag. He is confirmed in second place. We're waiting for Cargill to come. Then it should be Sala. Wieczkowski in fifth, Barbera in sixth, Broniewski in seventh, Sergiu eighth, Azzolini ninth, Varga 10th, Stefaniak in 11th, Beddoes is 12th, Jedrajic in 13th, and Pera in 14th. So Cargill confirmed in third, Sala has crossed the line in fourth. It's Pera who's been lapped. Wieczkowski, bike 51. So let's have a quick recap of that race. So pretty good start for everybody. They managed to clear the log, the first hurdle. Early leader was Wieczkowski. However, Kaczmarczyk soon took over. They went into the rocks. Grunfeld was in third place, but he forced his way through towards the front eventually. They were so tired, even the early stages of this race, but the Latvian manages to make his way through and takes the checkered flag with a good half-a-minute cushion over Kaczmarczyk. Confirmation of the result. It says starting list, but ignore that, is actually the result. Andries Grinfeld's in first place, 32.5 seconds ahead of Kaczmarczyk. Cargill a further 10 seconds back in third place. Salah back in fourth, another 10 seconds back. And then from Piskowski all the way down the field, they were lapped by Grinfeld. The action keeps coming thick and fast from the Toron Arena here in Krakow, Poland. The first junior final to take centre stage in the arena. Again, a good mixture of Poles and Brits. The man to watch, bike number 12, he was fastest in qualifying. Mitch Brightmore. And Ashton Brightmore was third quickest. Milan Smuza we expect to be up there as well on bike number 5. Front row start too for Per Christian Svensrud, the Norwegian, 7th fastest. Two Brightmore boys next to each other. Rivera on the outside of that grid. There is Milan Smuza. Simon Kusch as well, bike 8. We're about to go racing again, folks. Here we go. And everyone's safely through. And already Kusch on bike 8 has taken the whole shot, the aero whole shot. So Simon Kusch from Poland, giving the locals what they wanted. The pole out in front, good start too for Svensrud, the Norwegian. Well, he was in second, but he's lost that position, and look who's charging through. So Dužić, oh my goodness, and already a little bit of problem for Kusch. Recovers from that, and Kusch on his way to end the first lap in first place. Smuza in second place, Dužić in third. Brightmore is the man to watch for me. Bike 12, he's in fourth place. There he is, just gone through the shot now. Fastest all the way through practice, qualifying. Dužić going the long way round, and Dužić takes over at the front as they hit the rocks. Dužić leads, and here comes Brightmore. Mitch Brightmore is going to take the lead, is he? Oh no, it's already Smuza into first place. They're swapping around the lead like hot potatoes, but Mitch Brightmore looking very strong as well. But Milan Smuza, who before this round, and given the experience that he's gained in Super Enduro, especially in the junior class, you'd think he'd have to start this season as favourite. But Smuza on his way, and Mitch Brightmore trying his best to stay with him in second position. So here they come into the rocks. Oh, Smuza's gone off track, and that should let Brightmore through, and Brightmore goes through. That little mistake by Smuza, and Mitch Brightmore, well, he was fourth on the opening lap. He now finds himself in first place, and it's a handy lead to have this early on. So Mitch Brightmore of Great Britain on the gas is in the lead, and it's a very handsome lead as well. Smuza's gone through in second place, he's 6.2 seconds down. Dužić is in third. We're waiting for Kusch and Svensrud to come through. Kusch has gone through. Svensrud is in fifth place as well. Just waiting for, oh, Brightmore's disappeared. Guimira and Trigo, that's Ashton Brightmore, of course. Brightmore, he's dropped down a couple of places. He's now gone down to 8th position. And a problem for Lishka, bike 18. Milan Schmuser still holding second. There's the man in third, 2:48. Ducic. Well, Mishka just at the back, just coming through now. But trying to unlap himself if he can. Brightmore continues to lead, and he's extended that advantage to 14 seconds now. So Mitch Brightmore with a 14-second advantage. Svensrud just off the bike, but on his way again. Lugia still third, Kush is in fourth, Trigo fifth, Fernandez sixth. Ashton Brightmore up in the seventh. He's gained a place. I think that's at the expense of Svensrud. Ducic still in third place, just making his way through the rocks. A minute to go. Again, Milan Brightmore is through, and a rider down. Is that Schmuser? It is. Schmuser's down. Schmuser's off the bike. He was second. He's 14 seconds down. He's not lost any position, but just on the main log. So Milan Schmuser was down. He's on his way again. Now the shot is still number 12. Mitch Brightmore, who continues to lead this opening junior final. Will Hall was the last British junior world champion. Can't forget the mechanics as well. So we've had some great British junior world champions in the past. There is Milan Schmuser. You didn't see him off the bike a minute or so ago. So the one-lap board will be displayed very soon to Mitch Brightmore, who has a 25-second lead now. Still number 5, Schmuser in second place. He's got about 13 seconds ahead of Ducic, who's in third. Just waiting to see Mitch. In fact, I think he's just gone through. No, he's just beaten the board, so there'll be another lap for Mitch Brightmore after this one. So now that's it, the timing's up. So next time Mitch Brightmore goes through, there he is on bike 12, he will get a +1 lap to go. And it's been a perfect race from Mitch Brightmore. We've seen everyone else make mistakes. Brightmore has kept it going, kept the throttle moving. He'll be feeling it right now though. So here goes Mitch Brightmore. 1 lap to go, and he'll be mightily relieved to see that right now. With the British rider on his way. Has not only to negotiate his way through this very tricky course, but also the slower riders. Just the rocks to go for one more time for Mitch Brightmore. Schmuser's still second. Schmuser's not even begun his last lap yet. That's how big an advantage this young man has. Mitch Brightmore. What a start to the season it is for the young British rider. He just needs to make sure he stays out of trouble, but he's got so much time in hand. Here we go. Checkered flag is out for Mitch Brightmore. He takes the win in Krakow, Poland. Yeah, he can't believe it. He's come here. He cannot believe it. So Mitch Brightmore takes the victory. We're still waiting for Milan Schmuser. So Mitch Brightmore, fantastic result for Mitch Brightmore. Schmuser will be in second place, and incredibly, absolutely incredibly, I've just seen the congratulations for Ashton Brightmore. At one point he was down in 8th. I'm still waiting for confirmation, but it looks like Ashton Brightmore has taken 3rd. Dujic must have had an issue. He was in third. Kush as well. They dropped down. But Brightmore up into third place. Absolutely incredible. Oh, Dujic had just had a shot on bike 248. Really frustrated. So folks, let me give you an update then on that first junior final. So it was a win for Brightmore. This is how it started. It was 8 Kush who got the whole shot. Brightmore was back in fourth place, but eventually worked his way through into second. It was the rock section which saw Milan Schmuser back on bike 5 eventually make his way through. Kush was the early leader until that moment, and then watch Schmuser on bike 5 just making his way through. And from that moment on, it looked as if it was going to be really tight all the way until that man on bike 12 taking the left-hand lane through the rocks. Just waited, bided his time, and eventually, when Schmuser made that mistake, through he went into the lead. Mitch Brightmore, and it was Brightmore taking the win. Let's go have a word with Mitch Brightmore now.
Jeszcze kilka informacji technicznych. Mówiliśmy o tym, że 3 pierwsze miejsca w klasyfikacji Super Bowl dają odpowiednio 3, 2, 1 punkty do klasyfikacji generalnej sezonu. Jeśli chodzi o wyścig, zwycięzca zgarnia 20 punktów, zawodnik na drugim miejscu 17.
Mitch, congratulations. I saw you when you came off the track there. It looked like you couldn't believe what you just done.
It was crazy. It was my first ever Super Enduro. I just loved every minute of it. I just rode my own track, rode my own race, and came out with a win.
It seemed to be pretty, you didn't make any mistakes.
No, I just tried to not go too fast, but a decent pace and not make many mistakes, and came out good.
And a word about Ashton's position as well, third at the end.
Yeah, proud about my brother. It's cool to race with my brother. I love it. It's sick.
Welcome to Super Enduro.
Thank you. Cheers.
So a delighted Mitch Brightmore. And now we've got the big one, the first prestige final of the night. Is it going to be the Billy Bolt show again? Of course it is, because he is a special talent. He is something very, very special. That's not doing the likes of Tali Blazuziak or Johnny Walker or Cody Webb any disservice, because Billy Bolt really is something very special. As you saw in the interview at the end of Super Pole, he was delighted in tripling the matrix. But as we know in Super Enduro, anything can happen. 14 riders ready to do battle. That's the man. There's a former world champion. What about Eddie Carlson as well? He's been really good. 4th fastest in Super Pole. Dominic Olshavi as well. Still a few moments away. Here we go. 5-second board is up. Who will get the aero hole shot? Away they go to stop by Blazuziak. Tali Blazuziak is looking really good. but it's not. Oh, it's Johnny Walker just gets in by the looks of things. We'll wait for confirmation, but Johnny Walker, Brzuziak's down. Brzuziak is down already. Billy Bolt with a nice measured start, back in about 6th place, 5th place. That's quite usual, but Johnny Walker's the early leader. Cody Webb with a good start in 2nd place. And here's Bolt already into 3rd, he's past Webb. So up in the 2nd place, Johnny Walker, do not look over your shoulder because Billy Bolt is right on it. Bolt leads from Walker. Johnny Walker, who has had such a great year racing in the States. The British rider, or in fact the 2 British riders already pulling away out in front. Johnny Walker, that terrible Super Bowl lap, went wrong. Oh, Bolt, Billy Bolt already into the lead on this opening lap. Oh, and he just puts his front wheel into the mud, but recovers superbly. I don't know how many times I'm going to say it this season, but we are watching something very, very special. People might say it's boring, the same person winning all the time, but you cannot say watching this man is boring. Just watch him on a machine, on the Husqvarna, already pulling away from Johnny Walker. 4.2 seconds is the lead. Cody Webb is in 3rd place. But this man is a legend. Just wait till he gets right in the groove. Strong, powerful, and Oljalvi already in trouble. Oljalvi at the back. I wasn't expecting to see that as Bolt laps in. Walker's still trying to stay with Billy Bolt. This is good from Johnny Walker. So Johnny Walker's still trying to stay in the picture. He's not giving up. Keeping Bolt in his sights. And it was 4.2 and it's now down to 2.7. So Johnny Walker's gained on Billy Bolt. Walker with the fastest lap so far, 38.7. Don't discount this man too soon. I talked to some of the journalists earlier today here in the Toron Arena. They were saying this could be his year. Certainly Johnny Walker is looking strong. Cody Webb still back in 3rd place. Very close battle. But Eddie Carlson, that's Oljalvi, really with lots of problems, unfortunately for him. But Cody Webb, super to have Cody Webb back, and he's in 3rd place. Brzuziak, by the way, is down in 5th. Gomez, Freddie Gomez back in Super Enduro, he's holding 6th place. Cooper Abbott, the American, first time in Super Enduro, is in 7th. And there's his Sherco teammate. Cody Webb still holding 3rd place. But Billy Bolt, well, it was 2.7. The gap, he's just found 3 seconds on Johnny Walker. 5.6 seconds ahead of Johnny Walker. So Billy Bolt continues to lead this race. Eddie Carlson in 5th position. He's lost the position to Tadej Brzuziak. And Brzuziak is possibly the man to watch right now. Carlson's already been passed by Brzuziak just ahead. You just saw the Red Bull helmet of the former multiple world champion, Tadej Brzuziak. So Tadej Brzuziak still up in the 4th place. Whether he can catch Cody Webb remains to be seen. Johnny Walker still with the fastest lap of the race, but already this track getting very heavy. So Brzuziak still fair distance down on Cody Webb, who's still holding 3rd place. Johnny Walker still 2nd. The gap between Brzuziak and Webb is a fair distance, and with a minute plus 1 lap to go, might just be a big ask, but of course we need a mistake-free ride. Tim Apollo is down in 8th position behind Cooper Rabbit and ahead of Blake Goodsight. Freddie Gomez now up into 5th place. Billy Bolt is already through. 15 seconds the advantage now over Johnny Walker. Still looking on screen at Tim Apollo, still down in 8th place, ahead of the South African Goodsight. Will Hoare is in 10th, Vieira 11th, Zigovic 12th, Aljavi 13th. So there's Cody Webb, Cooper Rabbit number 12. It's very, very busy down there. There's Cody Webb at the back of the picture, still holding 3rd place. They'll be looking up to see when the time is out. So Bolt goes through. Still waiting for the 1-lap board to go out by the looks of things. Bolt, oh, Billy Bolt's off. He's got loads of time. He can recover. Johnny Walker still in 2nd place. Cody Webb in 3rd. Bolt's advantage at the end of the last lap was 16 seconds over Johnny Walker. And then Cody Webb a further 14 seconds back in 3rd. But Billy Bolt coming now to get the 1 lap to go board. So 1 more lap to go for Billy Bolt. That perfect defense of his World Championship crown looks to be going to plan. And having been out for so long, he might be feeling it a little bit more than he was used to in the past. Into the rocks for the very last time in this opening race, and already he's going to lap Blazouziak. Whether he actually does that or not remains to be seen. 18-second the gap over Walker. Webb still in 3rd place. So here comes Billy Bolt then. It's the first checkered flag of the year. He is carrying on where he left off from last season. Billy Bolt wins. Victory for Billy Bolt. Victory for Husqvarna. There's the man in 2nd place, Johnny Walker on the beater. It's a British 1-2. So Johnny Walker takes 2nd place. And Cody Webb, well, that's Cooper Rabbit that's come through, but here's Cody Webb for 3rd. So it's welcome back to Super Enduro, Cody Webb, after the injury that saw him miss the last round of the last campaign. And even though he's a long way back, Blazouziak should be coming home in 4th place. Freddie Gomez in 5th. Cooper Rabbit in 6th place. Tim Apollo in 7th. Eddie Carlson in 8th. Blake Goodsight 9th. Will Hoare in 10th. Vieira, Aljavi and Zigovic 11th, 12th and 13th. Let's go and find out what Billy Bolt made of that first race. We're going to have a word with him in a moment. Billy, congratulations. How's your race fitness?
Not good enough, that's for sure. It was actually going surprisingly well, and then stupid crash. Felt fine until the crash, but as soon as I had to pick my bike up, my arms were gone. But luckily, I had a gap and I managed it and kind of sat down for the last 2 laps. But boy, it's war out there.
And how interesting was the track towards the end?
I don't know if interesting is the right word. I probably shouldn't use the word I want to use, but it's good. It is what it is. The track's the same for everybody. You just got to get on with it.
Well done.
Thank you.
So let's recap that first prestige race. A great start by Blazuzak. Johnny Walker with the whole shot though, we think. Waiting for confirmation of that, but it was Walker until Blazuzak had that little mistake. Walker got off to a great start, so too Cody Webb. Billy Bolt, we've seen it in the past from him, just nice and steady at the beginning. And eventually, Johnny Walker just couldn't hold off the charge from Billy Bolt. Bolt just up the inside, just doubling the logs. Through he went, and from that point on, there was no stopping him. He had this little mistake, and as we just heard in the interview, when he picked it back up, he could really feel it in his arms. But Billy Bolt, the man is a legend, absolute legend. So we'll give you confirmation of the result again. Billy Bolt keeping the fans entertained, but Billy Bolt with the win. 16.9 seconds ahead of Walker, and then Cody Webb. So Billy Bolt won last season's championship, and why don't we look back at his year. So Łódź in Poland was the setting for the opening round of the previous FIM Super Enduro World Championship. Former title holders such as Cody Webb and Tadej Blazuzak came seeking more glory, along with other former champs like Colton Haker. And it would prove to be a brutal and bruising encounter in Poland. Haker and Billy Bolt served up a thrilling end. It was the defending champion Billy Bolt who'd eventually come out on top. Bolt and Haker on the Husqvarnas. Bolt just barging his way through to take the checkered flag. On to Budapest, Hungary for round two. Billy Bolt led the standings, but even legends can get caught out. Bolt was proving unbeatable and almost uncatchable, as Cody Webb found out. Webb just getting his foot tangled in Bolt's Husqvarna. Blazuzak with a massive crash as well. Tadej took a tumble, but back up again while Bolt carried on winning to keep hold of the red plate. History was made in Jerusalem for the first ever Grand Prix of Israel. Johnny Walker was improving as the season went on, but so too was Billy Bolt. He kept on winning, and winning in style. Round 4 was held in Riesa, Germany. It was once again for Super Enduro legend Tadej Blazuzak as he broke his wrist. That was him out for the rest of the campaign. Another entertaining affair. Walker and Webb and Haker were on fire. But no one, even though they tried, could extinguish the flames of Billy Bolt. So Bolt went into the final round, and it was the double header, as Riesa was the setting for the following day. Cody Webb, a non-starter, having broken his wrist 24 hours earlier. Billy Bolt continued winning and took the championship, finishing first in every race this season, bar one. A very special champion. So that was in a few minutes the story of the previous Super Enduro World Championship. We've got more racing still to come here from the Toron Arena in Krakow. I'm going to take a little break for now. We'll have a couple more features and we'll be racing again soon. So we're going to put the kettle on. Now is the time.
Teraz będziemy mieli krótką przerwę na naprawę toru. To oczywiście jest konieczne. Wracamy już za kilkanaście minut na drugą część naszego dzisiejszego show. Tam także druga część intro.
So I'm Billy Bolt. Motorbikes has kind of always been in the blood and in the family. I've always been around them. I was put on one from as young as I could remember, and then yeah, kind of like age 3-4, got put on a Pee Wee 50 and went from there. Loved every second of it. All I ever wanted to do was ride my dirt bike. Initially did motocross, but my parents didn't really like the kind of the vibe of the motocross paddock. Did a couple of races and then got put on a trials bike, which at the time I didn't even know what one was, to be honest. I knew nothing about trials. Hated it at first, but after like a couple of weeks of being took there consecutively by my dad and crying my eyes out because all I used to do was crash, I actually started to like it, and I was good. I got to kind of like a podium level at a World Junior Championship, but didn't really see, there was no clear pathway to kind of the next step. I wanted to, you know, spend a lot of time doing the classic enduro and motocross, and wanted to, you know, really learn and figure that out. And I think due to the time I'd spent learning and understanding that side of things, Super Enduro is kind of the perfect mix between the two. Obviously, it's probably of all the kinds of disciplines I do, it's what I enjoy the most, and probably arguably what I have the most success at. I was third my first ever round in Poland a few years ago. I won the second race that night from the second row. I remember I caught and passed Taddy in the second heat, obviously in Poland, and like that was it. I was hooked from there. Like the crowd in Poland is always crazy, and yeah, that was it from then. I was like, no, this is definitely a bit of me, the sport. This is what I enjoy doing. I'm not a big fan of being in a gym or off the bike training, to be perfectly honest with you. It's so difficult to replicate, and especially Super Enduro. You know, on the bike in the stadium, your heart rate's getting so high. It's, you know, 200, 195, 200 for the entire race, and to try and replicate that in a gym is for me is impossible. Anyway, I can get close, and I feel like I'm going to die after it. Where I can do a 8-minute Super Enduro moto at 200, and I feel fine after it. So for me, it's just how I work. I enjoy riding my bike. I get so much also from a mental side of it, just being out on my bike, and I'm in such a happier mood and in a better place when I'm riding my bike. Often difficult to almost understand as well. Like I say, things are happening so fast in these races, the short races with lots of people on the track with you. So it's not usually a consistent thing, which is why it is often one of the hard things to rectify. Yeah, but it's a mix of anything. You know, our races, you just need to watch one of them to realise how crazy they are and realise they don't follow much of a pattern. You never know what you're going to get from them. Yeah, I don't see myself doing anything else in the winter time for the near future. Like I say, I think it gives you such a good base to go on and do whatever you want for the second part of the year. And out of all the disciplines I do, which is quite a lot at this moment in time, it's probably the one that I enjoy the most. But don't tell anyone.
One team. You're on TV, Lucas. Smells funny around here, doesn't it? No gas.
No, in our van. In our van we have yes,
Welcome back to Toron Arena in Krakow, Poland. We're just looking back at some images from the opening Prestige final. Hope you enjoyed a little look behind the scenes a moment ago. Back in the paddock. And the one doing the most grinning is the one that was doing the most winning. That, of course, was that man on bike 57, Billy Bolt, as we just saw. So we've still got a little bit of time before we go racing again, and I think it's about time we said hello to one of our newest riders in Super Enduro. Let's hear from one of our American riders taking part this season, riding on the Sherco. We'll hear from Cooper Abbott coming up in just a moment.
Yeah, I'm Cooper Abbott, originating from the United States, and just happy to be here. This is my first year at the Super Enduros, and excited to race the Prestige class with the top guys and go out there and do some battle. I think my qualities, I've really worked on my technical skill. I don't come from a trials background, but I've really tried to work on my technical skill to race these tighter tracks. I built my track at home closer to a Super Enduro track, so I can learn from that and hopefully be good here. Yeah, it's been great to work with Cody Webb. He's kind of been pulling me through the ropes and just teaching me along the way. So with my first year, it's my first time ever to Europe too. So he's kind of teaching me along the way, and I'm learning a lot from him. We all come here to win, that's always the goal, but just to learn. It's my first year, so there's going to be a lot of learning experiences, I'm sure, and I for sure would like to get a couple podiums, would be a goal of mine, and we'll see how this first round goes and kind of set our goals from there. Thank you for watching. Let's go inside and do some racing.
So welcome to Super Enduro, Cooper Abbott. Will he follow in the wheel tracks of colleagues from America, such as Colton Haker and Cody Webb? who would go on to become FIM Super Enduro World Champions, of course. Haker 3 times, Cody Webb just the once. We'll recap some of the action that we've already seen tonight. Right now, we're looking at live pictures of the track being prepared for the next set of finals. So let's recap some of the action from earlier this evening. We had an open final followed by the juniors, of course, then the prestige class. This was a race that was eventually run by number 12, Mitch Brightmore, just coming through into the middle. Milan Schmuser eventually worked his way through to the front. Took Brightmore along with him up into second place. At this moment here, it looked as if Milan Schmuser and Mitch Brightmore would break away. They did, but then Schmuser made this mistake, and Brightmore, his first ever Super Enduro, made his way through to the front, and from there went on to take the checkered flag. A great win for the British rider. So it was a junior race to remember for Mitch Brightmore and his brother Ashton, who was down in 8th position at one stage, made his way through into 3rd. We have some nice images coming up now of that first junior final. Sit back and enjoy. So just a few moments from first junior final. While the machinery is doing its work, I'm going to take another little short break, but don't go too far away because we've got another laser performance coming up soon. You won't want to miss that. And then we'll have the second open class final, followed by the second junior and second prestige finals. So those are the open class bikes getting ready to come out. They'll have a little wait just yet. I'm going to take a wee break. We'll be back very, very soon with what should be a laser and light performance.
Full crate.
Yeah. So we are coming with a force. Yeah. Blessings we are reap and we coursing on full. Oh, we not rise and boast. Yeah, we give thanks like we need it the most. We have to give thanks like we really supposed to be thankful. Blessings all for my life and my thank God for the journey, the earnings are just for the plus. Yeah. Gratitude is a must. Yeah.
I ponownie prosimy wszystkie osoby o zejście z płyty Tauron Areny. Za moment będziemy zaczynali część drugą dzisiejszego show inauguracyjnej rundy Mistrzostw Świata Super Enduro. Widzę, że wyjęliście latarki. Pomachajcie może nimi. Pokażcie, że tu jesteście. Fajnie. Mam takie pytanie, czy jesteście gotowi? Jeśli tak, raz jeszcze zróbcie jakiś hałas! No to zaraz zaczynamy!
Wish you had more eyes to that least to fully experience the laser show. Expect it now. Laser beams activated.
Halo Kraków, jak się wam podobało? Pokażcie, że jesteście, zróbcie nas jeszcze jakiś hałas!
So we hope you enjoyed that laser light performance, although the real entertainment is still to come. So we are moments away from the second open final. Reverse grid, of course, for this. Grinfeld was the winner, the Latvian, of the first race. Andris Grinfeld on bike 248. And we're not too far away, folks. Green flag is displayed, 15-second board goes up. When those heads drop, we'll know it's 5 seconds. Still on 15, there we go, 5 seconds goes up. We are ready to go racing at the Toron Arena again for the second time in the open class, and away they go. And everybody's over by the looks of things, and already it's a great start by Fabera at bike 20. He takes the whole shot. Fabera leads into second place. Still figure out who that is in second, but it's Fabera certainly is the race leader. Fabera is the race leader. Oh, it's 61. So Cargill in second position. And already a mistake there, and Cargill goes through into first. So it is Cargill who leads on the Husqvarna, bike 61. Second place, Kazmarczyk. But no, it's not. It's not Kazmarczyk. Azzolini. The local timing screens, but maybe they've sorted themselves out. Fabera, who was leading, is now back in the third place. Vychkovsky is into fourth. Stefaniak is fifth. Salah sixth. Sergiu seventh. Grinfeld is in eighth. But of course, you're on a reverse grid. Roniewski 9th, Kazmarczyk in 10th, Jerajic 11th, Pera 12th, and Varga 13th. So Cargill, bike 61, continues to lead. Looked like Stephen Bellows, who was off the track, bike 44. Vychkovsky in second position, 5 seconds behind the race leader. Azzolini's gone through as well in third place. Vychkovsky trying to gain some ground on bike 61 Cargill. That 5-second lead has evaporated. Cargill still from Vychkovsky, but Vychkovsky can smell blood. Already coming up on Varga. Gingerly making their way through the rocks. Oh, and a mistake by Cargill. Vychkovsky takes over at the front. Vychkovsky now leads. So Cargill just on the exit of the rocks with a little issue. Vychkovsky now is the race leader on bike 51. So Vychkovsky completed 3 laps. Cargill is in second. He got going again. He's not too far behind. Azzolini still holding third place. Grinfeld is now up in the fourth, but he's 14 seconds behind this man, bike 51, Vychkovsky. Vychkovsky is leading, much to the delight of the home fans. Maggi is magic. Vychkovsky, nice and neat through the rocks. Cargill still in, very much in the picture. Azzolini at the back there, bike 27, still in third. And Grinfeld on bike 210 is closing in, and Grinfeld is in third. Grinfeld takes third place from Azzolini. So Grinfeld's race 1 winner is now the third place already. So Azzolini drops back to fourth. So the Italian on the gas. Grinfeld's the Latvian has gone through, past him. Vychkovsky continues to lead this race from Cargill. Grinfeld's is third. Some distance behind, but there's still enough time left for him to close that gap down. He's around 15 seconds down. Still looking at Azzolini. Azzolini in bike 27, still in fourth position. But Vychkovsky on bike 51 is the race leader. The flag out to Ward. Oh, and Cargill has just lost second place, has he? And Grinfeld goes through. No, Grinfeld's still in third place, but he's made up a whole load of time. Cargill still in second position. Vychkovsky's completed the lap. So too is Cargill. So Cargill goes through now. 2 more laps to go. Grinfeld will bide his time. Vychkovsky with a 21-second lead over Cargill. So Cargill lost time. He's just lost a little bit more time as well. I think Grinfeld is about to pass him. Here goes Grinfeld now. Grinfeld's about to go into second place on this time. Not quite. Grinfeld's all over Cargill. Tiredness is playing its part now, but I think the rocks could see a change for second place. Vychkovsky continues to lead, and there we go. Grinfeld does indeed go through. And Cargill just clutches his back wheel. Oh, and he goes through as well. So Grinfeld has buried his front wheel, momentarily held second, but Cargill goes back into second position. Vychkovsky, by the way, has just had the +1 lap to go board. So Vychkovsky's on his way, bike 51, there he is. 17 seconds the advantage over Cargill in second. So as long as Vychkovsky plays it right, plays it clever, Vychkovsky on bike 51 will be our second individual race winner in the open class. Vychkovsky just making sure he keeps that bike moving, does not want to get that front wheel stuck anywhere. Like there, but keeps it moving, and Cargill is closed right in. Cargill is closed right in. Surely there's not enough time left for Cargill to make on Vychkovsky. Vychkovsky's looking tired, he's looking weary, but he should have enough in hand. It will be a win for Vychkovsky, but Cargill has pushed him to the end. Cargill's found something extra. Vychkovsky takes the win. Cargill is in second place. Where did that come from? Well, Vychkovsky, Maggi is magic in Krakow. Vychkovsky takes the win, only just. He built a lead. He had time to play with it. He needed it in the end on that final lap because Cargill just found something from somewhere. He was inspired. Vychkovsky takes the victory then from Cargill. In second place, Grinfeld's a good distance back in third. But that's a good result for Grinfeld's in terms of the overall victory, of course. That's confirmation of the result. Azolini in 4th, Stefaniak in 5th, Kazmarczyk in 6th, Broniewski 7th, Salah 8th, Sergiu 9th, Varga 10th. You had Rysiek in 11th, Per in 12th, Meadows in 13th, and Cabrera, who had such a good start, down in 14th. So this is the story of that race. Cabrera, bike 20, takes the whole shot. It was not to be his race, though, eventually finishing 14th. He led through the rocks, but Cargill on 61, the rider to look out for, and Vichkovsky on bike 51. Grinfeld on 210, was on the second row to start. And it was Cargill and Vichkovsky who battled away at the front. Vichkovsky eventually made his way out into the lead position. Azolini held 3rd place for a long time until Grinfeld went through. Azolini eventually going on to take 4th position. Then a battle for 2nd. It looked as if Grinfeld was going to take it from Cargill, but Cargill just managed to keep the Latvian behind him through the latter stages of the race, especially into the logs. We thought at this point Grinfeld was up to 2nd and on his way, but he got stuck there. Cargill managed to find a way through. Grinfeld never really recovered from that moment. And it did look at that stage as if it would be Vichkovsky who took the win. Indeed, that was the case. Cargill delighted to take 2nd. Vichkovsky, though, giving the Poles a win. Bikes making their way into the arena for the 2nd junior final. So this is how they line up numerically. Of course, it's a reverse grid to the 1st junior final. Mitch Brightmore, bike 12. Like so many in Super Enduro, comes from a trials background. He was a really good trials rider. His little brother Ashton too. I think Mitch went on to join the armed forces. Not sure which armed forces he joined, but Mitch Brightmore. So now here in Super Enduro, probably came here not expecting anything, but he was fastest in qualifying, and then a pretty good mistake-free race in that opening junior race to take the win. Reverse grid this time, we'll have to see what he makes of that. Ashton Brightmore as well. Young Ash was down in 8th place in that 1st junior race, made his way through to a 3rd place finish. Here we go then, 15 seconds is raised. We are about to go racing again in Krakow. Five-second board. Here we go, folks. Hang on to whatever you can hang on to as away we go for the 2nd time. And it's 18, Lischka, Roland Lischka, who makes his way to the whole shot. He takes the early initiative. Everyone else manages to make their way through. Number 7 just towards the back there, Ashton Brightmore. But it's Roland Lischka from Rigo, number 60 in 2nd place. And is that Mitch Brightmore? No, it's not. It's in fact, it is Mitch Brightmore. Up into 3rd place, just got himself, and a rider down. That looked, not too sure who that was that went down. The rider's gone down, he looks okay. But while we're watching that, Roland Lischka on the KTM leads. And look who's in 2nd place. Mitch Brightmore, 3.4 seconds further back. Trigo in 3rd, Fernandez is 4th, Guimera is 5th, Kush is 6th, Hanak is 7th, Gomez is 8th, Grayston is 9th. Schmuser is 10th, Ducic is 11th, Brightmore Ash is 12th, and Richard Morehouse down in 13th place. And already Mitch Brightmore is about to take over at the front. He's side by side with Lishka, taking his time, and he's riding Super Enduro like he's ridden Super Enduro all his life, except he hasn't. His second Super Enduro race ever. He's on the second lap, and he's leading. Mitch Brightmore on the gas, and already showing everyone else how it's done. Absolutely stunning from Mitch Brightmore. Ashton Brightmore down in 12th place. What a shame we can't get a round in Britain of this fantastic championship. Mitch Brightmore, that's how it's done. Get this lad in the prestige class. Superb. And already Lishka trailing Mitch Brightmore. And he looks strong. Really, really strong, Mitch Brightmore. He goes across. Fastest lap of the race, 45.5. That was lap 2. He's just on a 48.8. Did have a little bit of time, and already in amongst slower traffic. Really came here not expecting anything, and now we're looking at Mitch Brightmore as a possible. He could leave Poland, potentially thinking about being junior world champion. Incredible, absolutely incredible. Looking a bit further back down the order. There is number 60, Trigo, still in 3rd, and Schmuser, by the way, is up in the 2nd place, bike number 5. Ashton Brightmore's just crossed the line in 7th place. He's making his way up the order too. Back with the man in 3rd, Trigo, and Lishka, who led the early stages, has now dropped down to 6th place. Back to the rocks. Trigo in 3rd. Schmuser on bike 5 is already trying to hunt down Mitch Brightmore if he can. Mitch Brightmore just crossed the line and he's 21 seconds ahead of Schmuser. He's just started lap 5. Trigo about to begin his next lap. He's still in 3rd place, is he? No, Fernandez, 56 has gone through. So Trigo's dropped down to 5th place. Quimera now to 4th place. That little 3-way battle for 3rd. And that's Fernandez who's in trouble. So Fernandez, who was in 3rd, is now back in 5th. Trying to see where Mitch Brightmore, he's just started his next lap. So Mitch Brightmore is on his way again. It's again another inch perfect ride from the British rider. And Ash Brightmore, who was up to 7th, has dropped down to 11th. Just behind Richard Morehouse. Still they're battling away in 3rd place as well. Quimera and Trigo. Quimera up into 3rd place on bike 15. Fernandez crosses the line now in 4th place, just ahead of Trigo. Schmuser has taken a couple of seconds out of Brightmore, but he needs about 8 or 9 more laps if he's going to continue doing that, if he's going to catch the British rider. As Brightmore has just started his next lap. So 2 more laps to go for Mitch Brightmore, at least. But yes, next time he comes round, he will see the 1 lap more. There's the man in 2nd place, Milan Schmuser. So he did find himself towards the back of the field at the start of this race, obviously because of the reverse grid. He's worked his way up to 2nd, so that's good, strong points. Of course, it's no foregone conclusion that Mitch Brightmore is going to win this race. As we've seen many times with Super Enduro, anything can happen. So here we go, one lap board is going out to Mitch Brightmore now. 1 lap to go for bike 12. Mitch Brightmore is on his way to what should be 2 wins out of 2. Looking for Schmoozer as well, but there is Brightmore on 12. Still no sign of Schmoozer coming across the line. Schmoozer still to cross the line, so therefore Mitch Brightmore just has to keep this going. Just again, power gets you out of trouble in Super Enduro. But he did this in the first race. He's got time, he's got the strength. He's managing to keep going. He's taken a few more seconds, or he's gained a few more seconds on Schmoozer. But here he comes, Mitch Brightmore, to make it 2 wins out of 2. What a dream start to the Junior World Championship for this young British rider, who thought he was here really to make up the numbers, but he can't believe he's done it again. I'll let you into a little secret. Just before I interviewed him at the end of the first race, he turned around and he says, I don't know what to say. He just said, answer the questions, Mitch, you'll be fine. He really wasn't expecting to win here in Krakow. We'll have a look again at the best bits of that race in a moment, but we'll go and have a word with our race winner very, very soon.
Mitch, incredible again, another race win.
Same again, I just set off, I just let them all go and then just picked my pace and set off, and I just kept that pace all the way through and no mistakes and ended up with a win again.
You come from a trials background.
Yeah, I did probably 9 years of trials, so it definitely helps with this game.
And what about maybe Junior World Champion this year?
We're hoping for it. That's what we're all going for.
Well done.
Thank you.
So 2 wins out of 2 for Mitch Brightmore. Let's recap exactly how he did it. So this is the story of the race. Keep an eye on 12, Mitch Brightmore, just keeping himself out of trouble at the start. Lishka was the early race leader on bike 18. However, Mitch Brightmore eventually making his way through. So Lishka held that lead early doors, and then Mitch Brightmore, pretty faultless ride yet again. Looks as if he's ridden Super Enduro all his life. As I said, a really good trials rider, using all his skill and balance to make his way through and make it 2 wins out of 2 and now dreaming of being junior world champion. So we're all set for the second Prestige final. I think we're going to have a little delay because the bikes aren't coming through just yet. There's a little bit of track preparation taking place right now. So we'll take a couple of minutes and take a short break because I think we're going to be a few moments yet. First bikes are just starting to appear now. So don't go away, folks. We will be back very, very soon with commentary on the second Prestige final here in Poland, in Krakow. Track maintenance is still taking place here in Krakow, where we are getting ready for the second Prestige final. Reverse grid, of course. The 12 Cooper Abbott on the Sherco, or off the Sherco at the moment. Not had a chance to speak with Cooper yet to see what he makes of the European circuit. Freddie Gomez, great to have him back in Super Enduro, of course. Will Hoare is another great rider, young promising British rider. Vieira as well on bike 21. Will Hoare bike 7. Freddie Gomez on bike 89. Blake Lundgeit on bike 33. Dominic Oljarvi will start from the second row. A disappointing opening race for him. Went really well in time practice. Qualified for Super Pole. But yeah, had a race to forget really. That first Prestige final here in Krakow. Full house here in the arena of 15,000 fans. Rammed in, every available spot is taken. How they would love to see Zuziak or Oljarvi. But then again, Billy Bolt, there he is, just at the back of the picture, bike 57. And the locals are trying to whip them up for Tadej Zuziak. Where is that 5-second board? There it is. Here we go again for the second time basket. Gate drops, away we go. Billy Bolt just takes his time at the back, stays out of trouble. He will be the man to watch. He's right at the back of the pack. Just keeping an eye on him now. He's down in 11th, 10th, about to go into 9th alongside Oljarvi. But it's Freddie Gomez. I think Freddie got the whole shot. The Spaniard, Zuziak, up into second already. Oh dear, is that Hall that's in trouble? From Tadej Zuziak in second. Freddie Gomez, they've had their battles in the past, but Freddie Gomez is the early race leader. Where is Bolt? Where is Billy Bolt? Bolt's just coming through now. So Bolt is down in 7th place. Lots of time left, of course. But there is Teddy Bezusiak. That mistake by Gomez allowing the pole to go through. And Bezusiak, well, he's not an all guns blazing style rider. Nice and precise. Just keeps the power going. Consistently quick. He's not a gung-ho style rider. Quite methodical and quite in the lead. So through is Bezusiak. Gomez still holds 2nd place. Billy Bolt is now 3rd. Billy Bolt is up to 3rd and about to take 2nd from Freddie Gomez. Here we go, up the inside. So Bolt goes 2nd. The man is incredible. We are witnessing something very special. Just adjust the visor. Oh, look at that, through the rocks. Oh, he's got his feet off, but he's got plenty of time. He's so strong. And already, Bezusiak's in his sights. Bezusiak leads. The crowd are loving that, but Bolt has got, he can smell him. He's got Bezusiak's scent in his nostrils. Oh, and there's Bolt into the lead. Incredible. Billy Bolt leads from Tadej Bezusiak. They should have a separate championship for the rest because Bolt is on his way. Bezusiak trying to hit back. Billy Bolt, a little bit messy. The crowd getting excited for a moment, then it looked as if Bezusiak was about to take the lead from Billy Bolt, but Billy Bolt continues to hold on to the #1 position. This time he crosses the line with his name next to P1. 3rd place still Freddie Gomez. No, it's not, it's Johnny Walker. Walker is now up into 3rd place. Cody Webb is holding 5th. So Johnny Walker now up into 3rd. Gomez with a bit of a hard landing in 4th. Cody Webb threatening to take 4th away from the Spaniard. Here comes Cody Webb on Gomez. Not quite for the American just yet. So Walker already through the rocks. Webb following Gomez through. Again pushing their way. Cooper Rabbit showing quite strongly just behind Cody Webb. Meanwhile, Billy Bolt 4 seconds ahead of Bezusiak. Another 8 seconds back to Walker. Gomez and Webb complete their lap. With Webb up into 4th now, takes the position. Eddie Carlson, by the way, down in 8th place. Tim Apollo is 9th. So Cody Webb and the former champion do anything about Johnny Walker in 2nd place? Back with Johnny Walker. Just see Bezusiak ahead of him. The gap's down to 3.8 seconds. Bezusiak is 11.1 seconds behind Billy Bolt. Johnny Walker still looking good. Still looking strong. And he is gaining just inside 3 seconds, I'd say, on Tadej Bezusiak. Bolt's already begun his next lap. So here they come over the line. Bezusiak is now, he's lost 4-5 seconds on Bolt on that lap. Fastest lap of the race, by the way, is still Freddie Gomez, 39.0 seconds. Everyone else now at this stage of the race. Oh, Bezusiak has just lost 2nd to Johnny Walker. Just looking at the timing screens, and Blazuzjak now back in third. Johnny Walker is second. Bolt has just begun his next lap. That's incredible. Absolutely incredible. So even though he let everybody go, Bolt is just coming down into the rocks now. That's the moment, just looking at the replay, Blazuzjak's little mistake. But Bolt is already through the rocks. The gap back to Walker is 24 seconds. Blazuzjak's just crossed the line, still in third. Cody Webb still in fourth place, and he's now around 4.5 seconds behind Blazuzjak. But here comes Billy Bolt. One more lap to go for the world champion. This is how to do it, folks. Doubles that one. Doubles that, and just maybe the strength is just not there, or the energy for any showboating. Just make sure no mistakes are made. Get that Husqvarna home in first place. Into the rocks. Keep the feet on the pegs at all times. Perfect. So Billy Bolt is going to make it 2 wins out of 2. No one can stop this man. Only Billy Bolt can stop Billy Bolt. Here he comes to take the checkered flag. Billy Bolt gives everyone the picture they want. 2 wins out of 2 for Billy Bolt. We're still waiting for Johnny Walker to come home in second place. And there is Walker, just off track momentarily, but he should have enough to hold on to second place. But will it be Blazuzjak or will it be Webb who claims third? Here comes Johnny Walker now. So Walker in second place, and it looks like Blazuzjak is going to be third. Yes, just ahead. Here comes Blazuzjak now, just ahead of Cody Webb. Third place for Blazuzjak, fourth place for Cody Webb. Cooper Rabbit looks like he's going to take fifth. It's going to be tight between himself and Gomez. Here they come over the line. Good sight has gone through. So too has Vieira. Let's go and speak with Billy Bolt. Two out of 2, Billy.
Yeah, I'm much happier with that one. Let it kind of come to me. Really took my time first 2 laps. Taddy went wide. Nice clean pass and just kept my head down. A few small mistakes towards the last 2 laps, but I'm struggling the last 2 laps. My fitness just isn't where it needs to be, but that's understandable. I'm not too worried about that. So far, so good. 2 out of 2. Happy birthday, Mum. It was my mum's birthday yesterday too.
So then it was the Billy Bolt show yet again. As you can see from the pictures, he was taking it nice and easy from the start. A relaxed start from the world champion, and he picked them off one by one. Freddie Gomez was the first to make his way to the front, but Blazuzjak was then leading. So Blazuzjak into first place, but eventually Bolt was the man who made his way through. Bezuziak couldn't hold on to that first place, so Billy Bolt into the lead. Tadej Bezuziak back in the second. And it was, for a moment, it looked as if Tadej was going to give the fans something to cheer about, but Bolt just got on the throttle and made his way through. Cody Webb worked his way up to an eventual fourth place finish. Freddie Gomez just couldn't quite stay with the rest of the guys. Johnny Walker went through to second at the expense of Tadej Bezuziak. We have about 40 minutes worth of action still to go here from the Toron Arena at Krakow in Poland for this opening round of the FIM Super Enduro World Championship. Still got the final junior race to come, and the third and final prestige race to come as the maximum wave takes hold. So we've got a slight delay. We've got a little bit of a wait, I should say, until we get some more action here. So I'm going to take a short little break. We'll keep sending you the pictures from here in Poland. But we've got two more races still to go. Will the Brits dominate again in the junior class and the prestige class? Brightmore looking for the hat-trick. That's Mitch Brightmore on bike 12. And then Billy Bolt in the third and final race in the prestige class. No rest for the wicked. The third and final junior race about to take place here in the Toron Arena in this opening round of the FIM Super Enduro World Championship. No reverse grid this time. Front row, Dujic, the two Brightmore boys. Schmuser is on the front row as well. So too Guimira. Sven's through as well, and already the 15-second board is up. We're ready to race, folks. 5 seconds, here we go. The last time I'm asking in the junior class, can anybody stop Mitch Brightmore? Away we go. Oh, there's the Brightmore boys between them, and maybe, just maybe, Ashton, the younger of the two, managed to get the whole shot. But Brightmore Mitch is leading. Mitch Brightmore from Ash Brightmore. Say, oh, Ash just had a wheel in front for a moment there, but Mitch Brightmore, oh, and again it's Ash. It's between the two brothers, and Ash Brightmore just comes across on that final log, loses a little bit of momentum, but Mitch Brightmore is the early race leader here in Toron. So Mitch Brightmore from Ash Brightmore. Over the line they go, but here comes Milan Schmuser. Schmuser about to take second place from Ash Brightmore at the inside. Schmuser will certainly would love to lead Poland with at least a win to his name. Mitch Brightmore on for the hat-trick. Ashton Brightmore can do his brother a big favour here and hold up Milan Schmuser, which he's doing right now. They're just coming into the log section. And Ashton Brightmore is still holding second place, but here goes Schmuser. Schmuser through the second. Meanwhile, Mitch Brightmore's just stopped momentarily. It's back going again, but Schmuser's gone up in the second place, and Ash Brightmore in trouble. He might lose third. No, he's back going again. So Milan Schmuser, having passed Ash Brightmore, is now looking to take Mitch. Schmuser, the German, trying to find a little bit of momentum to reel in the race leader. Schmuser still with Mitch Brightmore in his sight. Slower traffic up ahead for the British rider. Ash Brightmore still. Oh no! The first mistake from Mitch Brightmore, and Schmuser's gone through. Here comes Ashton. Oh, Schmuser looks as if he stalled. So Mitch Brightmore's on his way again. It's game back on, folks. Schmuser from Mitch Brightmore. Ashton still in third, just trying to stay in the picture. Here comes Mitch Brightmore again. Maybe the exertion of winning 2 junior races might just be feeling it now, Mitch Brightmore. Milan Schmuser, when it comes to Super Enduro, the more experienced of the two. But Mitch Brightmore just keeping that front wheel out of the dirt. Again, Brightmore, good speed into the turn, into the rocks. Oh, and there's traffic up ahead. And Mitch Brightmore, oh, Schmuser's down. Schmuser's dropped it. Mitch Brightmore's back in the lead again. And maybe Schmuser, just having to avoid the 2 riders ahead of him, has just had to take a different line, and it cost him. And it's costing him time because Ash Brightmore's now into second place. So Milan Schmuser back into third. Well, Super Enduro really is an incredible sport. Just as you think everything's going your way, a little mistake. Oh, and Milan Schmuser doing well to keep out of Dujic, just in third place. Schmuser back in fourth. Dujic still holding that third place, but only just from Schmuser. Meanwhile, it's the 2 Brightmore boys out in front. Mitch 6.9 seconds ahead of Ash, and Schmuser in trouble again. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear for Milan Schmuser. So Milan Schmuser still in 4th place. Dujic ahead of him. Meanwhile, right out in front, Mitch Brightmore from Ash Brightmore. Problem for Hanak, but Hanak is at the back of the field, just being lapped. Schmuser going past him now. Mitch Brightmore with a 10.6 second lead over Ash Brightmore. Dujic has gone through, a further 9 seconds back in third place. Here comes Milan Schmuser to complete his lap. He's lost a position to Guimera. Guimera is now at the 4th. Schmuser is now back into 5th place. There's Guimera on bike 15. Ash Brightmore, meanwhile, out of picture, making his way through the rocks. Mitch Brightmore in your picture, just coming up to complete another lap. So that gap, I think, is probably extended from 10.6 seconds. So Mitch Brightmore with a dream start to his junior campaign. Still a little bit of time left. Next time he comes around, he'll have 1 more lap to go. 13.2 seconds is the gap back to his brother Ash. There is Ash Brightmore, like 7, back of the picture, just coming into the rocks now. He took a 3rd place in the first junior final. He's now in 2nd position. It looks like being a very good trip home. It'll be a great Christmas for the Brightmores. If they can keep this up. So the one lap board goes up to Mitch Brightmore. He's on his way. Mitch Brightmore is leading from Ash Brightmore. Ash Brightmore is still to come through to begin his last lap. So Mitch Brightmore continues to lead. 12.7 seconds is the gap. Mitch Brightmore on his way to the checkered flag. Just keeping an eye on him now. There he is, just coming into the rocks. So Mitch Brightmore, 12.7 seconds at the end of that lap. Hanak still at the back of the field, still struggling his way around, unfortunately for him. The bike 12. Here we go then for the hat-trick. It's going to be 3 wins out of 3 for Mitch Brightmore. Checkered flag comes out and he wins. What a day it's been for Mitch Brightmore, and it will be even better when he finds out that his brother Ashton has come home in 2nd position on bike 7. Found a lot of time, only 5.5 seconds the gap on that last lap. But Mitch Brightmore takes the win. We're still waiting for Schmuser to cross the line in 3rd place, which he should do. There he goes. So Schmuser is 3rd, but it's the Brightmore boys who do the business.
Takže tyle emocí v kategorii junior absolutně nebrakovalo dominacja Micho, Polak Mora. Raz jeszcze potem wrócił jedną wielkim melami, oni ma co słyszą! Głośno, głośno, głośno! Naprawdę jesteście dzisiaj wspaniali, ale słuchajcie, nigdzie nie odchodźcie, bo przed nami najważniejsze. Najpierw nagrywamy tylko milionów, a potem rok. A potem trzeci, ostatni, finałowy, decydujący wyścig najwyższej klasy startowej, czyli klasy Prestige.
A my jak zwykle dzisiaj zachęcamy Was do tego, bo mamy wrażenie, że z roku na rok coraz mniej musimy o to przypominać i apelować, by zostać do końca, by nie zmykać w ostatnim wyścigu, w ostatniej rundzie panowej, tylko oddać sobie jeszcze...
Mitch, well done, the hat-trick tonight. However, a couple of mistakes this time.
Yeah, I was getting tired towards the end. I just kept making silly mistakes, but I just kept going at my same pace and it just turned out good.
And what about your little brother coming 2nd?
Yeah, I'm over the moon for him. It's really good to ride with my brother. I wouldn't be where I am today without him, riding with him all the time. It's really good.
And a red plate to take to the next round in Germany.
Yeah, that's sick. Thank you.
So we are all set then to have another look at that 3rd and final. So again, it's been Mitch Brightmore's night. However, I think it was Ashton that gets the whole shot maybe. We'll have to wait to get confirmation of that. But certainly Mitch Brightmore and his younger brother Ashton setting the early pace. Milan Schmuser, the German, in 3rd position. Schmuser eventually made his way through into 2nd place. And it looked as if perhaps, especially at this moment, that Schmuser might go on to take the win. However, Schmuser was to have his own concerns throughout the race. Ashton still holding a strong third position. Eventually though, Mitch Brightmore made his way through, just coming on to the exit from the rocks here. This is the moment Schmuser lost the lead of the race just there. And that allowed Mitch Brightmore to make his way through, back into the lead. And from that moment on, there was no stopping the Brit. Schmuser still had a few little troubles of his own. And it was Mitch Brightmore who takes the checkered flag. Ashton Brightmore in second, Schmuser third, Dujic in fourth, Guimira fifth, Fernandez was sixth, with Lichka in seventh, Kush eighth, Svensrud in ninth, and Morehouse in 10th ahead of Crayston, Trigo, Hanak and Gomez. We have another presentation coming up shortly. Here we go then with the presentations. This is for, it should be the junior category.
For Ashton Brightmore! Yeah, that's you, Ashton, in the third place. Zróbcie mu jakiś
Ashton Brightmore third.
Ashton Brightmore!
Milan Schmuser will be in second place. Here he is, second place overall.
Na drugim miejscu podium stanie Milan Schmuser, Niemcy.
So Milan Schmuser in second place.
Category today from Germany, Milan Schmuser.
And the prize will be given by David Rossetti, CEO of CD. Thank you. And here comes
So here we go then,
your
folks.
winner.
Milan
Please
Schmuser gets his
make
prize.
some noise for Mitch Brightmore!
So Mitch Brightmore is our winner here in Krakow.
Proszę bardzo, Rafał
Top step.
Sonika. Rafał Sonik.
109 it is for those Brightmore boys.
Okay, we just wait for your trophy. And there is also an additional prize that will be in a second. The whole shot, 200 euros bonus, will go to Ashton Brightmore, but that's in a minute. Yeah, you can give it now. That's Ashton Brightmore with the whole shot
Mitch Brightmore.
title.
Top step for the young Brit in the junior class. And also the Aero Whole Shot Award goes to Ash, his younger brother, in third.
And that's the whole shot 200 euro bonus by Aero Helmets.
It will certainly be a very Merry Christmas in the Brightmore household this festive season. tell they're brothers. So Ashton Brightmore alongside Milan Schmurzer and Mitch Brightmore. What a night for the Brightmore family.
Ale czeka go jeszcze jeden test, jeszcze jeden sprawdzian w wyścigu o wszystko, o ostateczny wygląd klasy.
We still have more racing still to come here, folks. Of course, the third and final prestige race of this Grand Prix.
6 rund będzie w tym roku. Następna wizyta to Niemcy, dobrze już znana nam wszystkim Riza. Budapeszt będzie także po raz drugi, Jerozolima, Izrael na mapie świata, Super Enduro. Powrót po kilku latach także do Francji, tym razem Nicea zastąpi Alpi, gdzie ostatnio odbywała się runda i to finałowa Mistrzostw Świata przed paru laty. No i finał, po raz pierwszy w historii jeden kraj otworzy i zamknie sezon. Finał 18 marca w Gliwicach. Emil Szkler, Jewelki Szkler, to są te dwie miejscówki w necie, gdzie już można kupować bilety na wielki finał. Zawsze znamy mistrza świata, tam go honorujemy, udekorujemy i przeszykujemy się na sezon letni. 18 marca w Gliwice, piękna hala, nowy obiekt, znów napiszemy historię Super Enduro. Warto tam być!
It certainly has been a show for all the family.
Przejdziemy do tego największego, ostatniego widowiska, a będzie nim bez cienia żadnych wątpliwości. Trzeci wyścig klasy Prestige, wyścig o wszystko można powiedzieć, ale w rozbiegach generalnych wiemy już o tym, że prowadzi FIM na razie 100% skuteczności u reprezentanta Wielkiej Brytanii, ale wiele jest super, wszystko może się zmienić.
So we're not too far away from the third and final prestige race, so just to get us in the mood, here are some highlights from the second race. It's been an exhilarating night here in Krakow in Poland for the opening round of the FIM Super Enduro World Championship. We've got one more piece of action still to go. And we're edging ever nearer this third and final prestige race of the day.
I oczywiście podziękujcie wielkimi bramami to były dziewczyny z Wielkośląska.
The dancing girls exit stage left. The racing boys about to enter the arena. Is it going to be the Billy Bolt show again? What can Tadej Blazusiak do? What can Johnny Walker do? What can Cody Webb do? Dominic Olszewski, will we get a better race from him this time? Eddie Carlson's been strong all evening, so too Tim Apollo. Here we go, folks. 15-second board is up in the air. It's about to come down any moment now as the 5 goes up. For the final time in Krakow, we're about to go racing! Oh, what a start by Johnny Walker. Walker takes a hold shot from Blazusiak. Bolt is there as well. But it is Johnny Walker who leads. Tim Apollo with a good start too on bike 96. He's up towards the front. And Johnny Walker, great start from the Brit. The current Enduro Cross champion. Oh, Walker, and Blazusiak's down. Blazusiak is down but back up again. But Billy Bolt's already threatening out in front. Bolt just behind Walker. Johnny Walker leads from Billy Bolt, and the 2 British riders already pulling away from the rest of the field. They've completed the opening lap. 1 second between, and Tim Apollo, great to see him in 3rd place. Cody Webb is 4th, Eddie Carlson 5th. Dominic Olszewski, much better from him in 6th place. Will Hoare is 7th. Abbott is 8th, Gomez 9th, Vieira 10th, Blazusiak back in 11th. And this is Billy Bolt about to go through on his good friend Johnny Walker. Oh no, a little mistake. But Johnny Walker continues to lead. Good speed by Walker. But he'll have to come up with something very special to keep this man behind him in 2nd position. This is a really good start by Johnny Walker, looking really strong. Not too many mistakes, if any. Bolt coming through though. Bolt just a little bit leery through the rocks. That'll give Johnny Walker a little bit of breathing space, but for how long? So Walker continues to lead. So he's extended that gap this time as he goes through on Blake Goodzeit. So Johnny Walker. Bolt just doubles that and Bolt goes through. Bolt takes over at the front. Bolt leads again. Oh, straight over the pipe. So Billy Bolt into the rocks. Walker following, same line. Billy Bolt feet completely on the pegs. He may not be fully fit, but he is fully Billy Bolt. Incredible, absolutely incredible. So Bolt leads, Cody Webb in third position, just coming up. He's a good distance back though. Here is Webb now just starting his next lap, and that is 15 seconds down. But Cody Webb looking strong. He had a wretched campaign really last time. So much misfortune. And then all wrapped up with that terrible wrist injury in Riesa. And last year, just as if it looked as if Cody Webb was about to do something special, misfortune would strike. But this is more like the old Cody Webb. Just passing Zigovitz on bike 39. No Colton Haker this season, unfortunately, for Super Enduro. So Tim Apollo, after his good start, still holding fourth place, but Brzuziak is coming up behind him. So Brzuziak, who had that awful start, really, now trying to make his way up. Cooper Abbott is also in the picture there. So here comes Tim Apollo, the German rider. Billy Bolt, meanwhile, continues to lead 5.6 seconds ahead of Walker. Webb further 12 seconds back in third. Carlson in fourth. Eddie Carlson, the Swedish rider. Tim Apollo still holds fifth place. Will Hoare in sixth ahead of Brzuziak. Abbott is eighth. Gomez ninth. Oljalvi has dropped down to 10th. So Eddie Carlson, fourth place on the KTM. Carlson about to begin his sixth lap now, his seventh lap, sorry. There's a cracking battle going on behind him. Brzuziak has made his way past Apollo and Hall. So Billy Bolt's gone through. His gap this time over Walker has gone from 5 seconds out to Brzuziak's a jump again, 8.9. Could be 3 more laps, depends really on how slow Bolt is on this lap. He's got a little bit of time to play with. It's all very busy out through the rocks. Yeah, there is Billy Bolt. We're looking at Tadej Brzuziak at the moment, still in 5th place. Polish fans are going crazy. You can probably hear them. Brzuziak goes past Carlson. He's gone up into 4th position now. Whether he can do anything about Cody Webb in 3rd remains to be seen. Bolt, meanwhile, has gone through, so he's on his penultimate lap. Billy Bolt here in Krakow. The gap over Walker's 14 seconds, then another 10 seconds back to Cody Webb, who's in 3rd. So it looks like overall we're going to have Cody Webb in 3rd place on the podium. 2nd will be Johnny Walker. Billy Bolt, this man, the unstoppable Billy Bolt, who's coming up to lap Tadej Brzuziak. Incredible. I never thought I'd ever say that Tadej Brzuziak would be getting lapped. But Billy Bolt is just... And remember folks, he's not even fully fit. He's not even race fit. We are watching something very special. It is a privilege to watch this guy on a motorbike. What a talent. Loves it. He loves it. Absolutely stunning. Well, Billy Bolt coming through. Takes the final checkered flag. Oh my goodness, what more can you say about Billy Bolt? Absolute legend. Johnny Walker should be good for 2nd place. Still a little bit of distance for the British rider to go. Here we go. So Johnny Walker, another good effort, good start by the British rider on the Vita. He can console himself that he's the best of the rest behind Bolt, top privateer as well. And there is Cody Webb to complete the top three. Absolutely stunning. Out of your picture, Billy Bolt taking the congratulations from his girlfriend Roxy. And now from Lee Edmondson, his right-hand man. I think Billy Bolt's going to give us a bit of a show here. Here we go. Billy Bolt is on the track, and he is showboating. He's giving the fans what they want. Mr. Showman Billy Bolt, as we look at the overall result, that right now Billy Bolt is out on track, and he is saying thank you to the fans for their support. He really is an incredible character. And not just this sport, but all sorts of motorsport needs its characters. He goes around performing a wheelie around the side of the track, and he is absolutely on fire. Here we go, folks. He's going to give it again. Yep. He wants to hear whether those goggles end up in the crowd. We'll have to wait and see. Johnny Walker too is saying thank you to the crowd. It has been a sellout here in Krakow. A little bit of a burnout as well. Here we go. Wow, 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 wow. You get a word from the man himself in just a moment.
Oczywiście wspominamy o tym, że ostatnia runda mistrzostw Super Enduro będzie się w Gliwicach i zachęcamy do tego, żeby kupić bilety już dziś za pośrednictwem eventim.pl i ebilet.pl. Oczywiście zapraszamy także bardzo serdecznie na 34 do For Music Club w Krakowie, ulica Jagiellonska. A już za moment rozdanie nagród.
Zostańcie, bardzo prosimy was w imieniu zawodników na szczególnym imieniu tych najmniejszych dzieciaków. Pokazaliście im dzisiaj już, że zależy wam na nich. Daliście im wielki aplauz i ogromny kupa do tego, żeby trenowali dalej. Ich rodzice już wiedzą, czym to grozi. A my się z tego tylko śmiejemy i uśmiechamy, bo to będą kiedyś nasi wielki zawodnicy. Zostańcie na nich, bo gwarantuję wam, oni nigdy przed taką publicznością jeszcze nie odbierali żadnego.
Billy, there's a lot of grinning when you're winning, and I think you've enjoyed yourself tonight.
Yeah, it's been a long 4 months without racing, and not big injuries, but one injury after another grinds on you, and I've been a bit of a nightmare to deal with, I'd imagine, and the team and Roxy have had a long few months, so I think everyone's pleased to be back racing. Looking forward to a solid few weeks of training now, and I've definitely still got work to do to be at my very best. My fitness definitely isn't good enough, but like I say, we've got a few weeks now to round 2. I'm going to be working as hard as possible to come out swinging in Germany.
So it's going to be a very Merry Christmas then?
I was about to say, yeah, Merry Christmas to everyone. I don't know, England's still losing. The last time I checked, the Frenchies are smiling now. So everyone go and watch England now and tell them to get the fingers out, and Merry Christmas all.
Well done, Billy.
Thank you.
So this is the story of the third and final Prestige race here in Poland. Johnny Walker with a great start. Bezuziak, it looked as if he was, but he was down in the dirt. Bolt was up into second on the opening lap. Johnny Walker setting the early pace throughout. But once Billy Bolt has you in his sights, there's not really a great deal you can do. It was a valiant effort by Walker, but eventually he had to yield, and Bolt was through into first place. Bezuziak was keeping the crowd entertained at the further down the field. But Billy Bolt, 3 wins out of 3. We have the podium presentation still to come. Billy Bolt has got some... he's just thrown his shirt into the crowd. Meanwhile, Cody Webb is already on the podium. Great to see Cody Webb back on a Super Enduro podium again. Good to see the American smiling again. Second place, Johnny Walker. Here he comes. So Johnny Walker onto the podium for second place. It's going to be a big cheer though in a moment. A shame for the Poles that Tadej Bezuziak, you'd have put money on him being on the podium at the start of the night. But listen to this, folks, for Billy Bolt. Absolutely incredible. He really is a special talent. They're all very talented, but Billy Bolt is made of something else. Yay! We'll get the national anthem in a moment. I think Bolt might have been a little bit worried coming into tonight. So, Billy Bolt, what a night it's been. He's carried on where he left off from last season. He'll take the red plate into the next round in Riesa in Germany. The first weekend of the brand new year, 2023.
A ja już wam dziękuję i proszę, żebyście zostali jeszcze moment dla tych dzieciaków. Na 65-kach i 85-kach wierzcie, co dla nich robić.
And there is also a special prize, the whole shot bonus by Aero helmets that goes to Johnny Walker. And will be given
so Johnny Walker gets the whole shot award.
Thank you. So the whole shot.
That's the whole shot by Aero award. He was quick out of the blocks tonight. It's been a good night for Johnny Walker. I think the only real blip was that pretty awful Super Pole lap. But if you're going to make mistakes, get them out early. Get them out of your system early on. So all smiles on the podium. So, folks, we trust that you've enjoyed a spectacular night of entertainment here from the Toron Arena in Poland. So it's only got time for me to say good night to you and see you next time in Riesa, Germany for round 2 of the FIM Super Enduro World Championship. Take care and have a very Merry Christmas.